Hi friends, I hope you guys are doing well. In today's video, I just want to share with you some items I picked up. Most of them were from the dollar store, but I would say they're budget friendly. Anyways, so first up, we have this bucket. Friends, I have this bucket in black. I probably have 3 already, and I use them in the garden, and I'm telling you, I got my $1.25 worth, right? Anyways, I picked up this other one. They come in this taupe color, and I'm gonna show you some ways you can use these. Besides using them in the garden, you can use them inside, or you could just create your cleaning products in the bucket for the bathroom or the kitchen, wherever, and just keep everything in one spot, right? So it's cold outside, right? We got some snow today, and now is the perfect time to do your seed starting. So what I'm gonna use this for, or what I've used the black one for, is to mix my seed starting soil in here, so it's big and it's deep, so I don't make a mess inside, right? And I even have my table all covered up here, so I'm gonna use it for that too. Another way you can use this, friends, is if you have house plants. I have a lot of house plants. You can just simply water your house plants. Sometimes I like to put my plant to soak from the bottom for a few minutes, and you could just put the water in there, put the plant in here, and just let it soak for a little, and that way everything is contained in one here, and then you could just leave it to drain out in your sink after, right? So that's another way you can use it. But anyway, so if you see these at the dollar store, friends, pick them up. Very, very useful for inside and outside. And also the ones I have, I use in the garden. I love to just put a plant in there. Like when I go to the clearance section, you guys know I shop the clearance sections, and the plants are always, most of the time, dehydrated. I sit them in the bucket for a couple of hours until they become hydrated back, then I plant them. So I'm telling you, I can't stress enough these buckets from the dollar store. They're amazing, and I just water plants. It has a nice mouth right there, great for watering your big shrubs and all of that. So if you see this, pick it up, only $1.25. All right, so another item I got here, this one is a garden spade, friends. I have one already, and I'm telling you, I use it a lot last year. However, what I do with this, I use it to transplant those seedlings I would do from the winter sowing milk jug, or even those plugs I would get from the nursery or the garden center. I would use it to dig the hole because I like how it's very, very slender, so I don't need a big hole for a small seedling. So I must tell you, so I did purchase one last year, and there was some rocks in my soil, and when I went to do it, right here the tip of it bent, which was okay, right? But I think they work really good, except that if it hit a rock or something, then obviously it's gonna bend the shovel itself. But if you see this, I will recommend picking them up. And if you look closely here, friends, it shows you the measurements on here, right? So you have centimeter and you have inches. So if 1 to 3 inches, so if you want to know how deep you should plant a seedling, or right here it shows you, I'm not sure if you can see that, there you go, it shows you the measurements on there. Anyway, so then I also got this one. I think it's my first time with this one. This one is the trowel. This is my first time with this one, friends. I call all of them shovel, but they're not. They have their own specific names on here, as you can see. Anyway, so this one, you definitely would use this for bigger plants, bigger digging. I think to here, friends, the measurements are on here, and I like that the handle feels really thick, right? Made from thick plastic or whatever they use for that. Very nice. So I picked up that, so I have 2 of these. Alrighty, friends, gloves. I love to purchase gloves from the dollar store. I already started using the other one. It's somewhere over there. It's already dirty. However, with the gloves at the dollar store, I noticed they have 2 different types. This one has like the, I don't know what to call it. It's almost like a plastic, these little tiny beady stuff looking there, and they have another one where the back and the front looks the same. I think this one is the best of the 2 in terms of the quality. With these gloves, they're good, okay? They're not the best, but they're good. If you do a lot of gardening, you probably need a better quality one, or you probably need few more of these on hand. But if you don't do a lot of gardening, or you just do potting up your planters and you don't be digging a lot of holes in the ground and all of that, you probably would need a different quality glove. But I think for $1.25, guess what, they're not bad. If you have house plants and you want to do some potting up with your house plants, they'll be good for that too. But I think they're okay quality. They're not bad at all. All right, so next I have the seed starter pot. There's 10 in here. They're 2 inches and they're great for your veggies and your flower, and it says encourages root growth. So friends, I like these because they're perfect for your tomatoes, your peppers, your squash. And with these, they're biodegradable, meaning that you could just put them in the ground and over time this will break down in the ground. You don't have to take your seedling out of this. You plant this entire pot in the ground. So I like how it's really small and neat. It's perfect to add your soil in here. You don't need a big container for small seedling. However, with these, friends, they do dry out easily, so keep that in mind. If you're going to use them, keep your eyes on them and make sure they don't dry out. So I got 2 packs of these. I'm so excited about these, and these are good for plants that don't like their roots being disturbed, because with these you plant them right in the ground. As I said before, you don't have to take the dirt with the seedling out to put in the ground. So here I have a bigger one I'm using. I have sorrel seed in here, trying to germinate it, so I just put it in here so I could just plant the entire container in the ground. So I love them, and I love the smallness of this, right? I feel like with this I have control over the amount of soil I use, and it saves me time and resources from having to plant the seedling into a bigger container. So for example, I have some seedlings germinating here, so with these I would have to put them in a bigger container, and I have to do some thinning here also. So I really enjoy that. I have this, I could just put certain seedlings directly in this, and I don't have to worry about planting any of my flowers or my veggies. Next I have these saucers. I love these, friends. These ones are the 10 inches 3-pack here for $1.25. Yes, all 3 for $1.25. You can use these for a lot of stuff, not just as a saucer like this for your planter. So that's what you use it for, okay? So you can use it for other things. So for example, I'm gonna start my ranunculus in here. So I'm just gonna wet my soil, keep my soil moist, and then I'm gonna put my ranunculus in here. So that's why I got these. So they're good for outside, to put your planter to sit on them. I don't like when I water my planters on the front porch and next you see the water leaking out in the concrete. I don't like that. It happens sometimes because I do have large containers, but it's good for that. It makes it look so much neater, right? And once again, it's good for your inside plants. And here's a tip for you too. So this pot I have here, there's no holes in there. So when I water my plant, I water it with the bucket, leave it to drain out in the kitchen sink. And then I have different sizes in these, right? So let's imagine this size was smaller. I would then take this smaller size, right? Put it to sit in there. And then I put my planter in, and then I put my plant in there, and whatever drippings will just drip out in there, right? It just keeps it so much neater. So that's another tip for you, how I use these inside. Alrighty, friends, and I have this pruning shear. You cannot go wrong with these. So I'll let you know how this works for me when I could do stuff outside. They have them in all different types, different type of blade. So I just have this pruning shear here. So I'll let you know how it works. Alright, friends. Okay, so these are not in the garden section. These are just your traditional waste basket at the dollar store. I'm telling you, you have to pick up some of these. I have a lot of these, okay? For me, they come in really handy around springtime when my bulbs are emerging from the ground and the squirrels are out and they're hungry and they're looking for food. They also come in handy when I plant seedlings and I just want to protect them from the squirrels. There's so many things you can do with these. I just use them in a video where I did poppies outside, and I use them just to cover the container so that way the squirrels don't go and dig around in the container. Let me expand my camera and I'll show you from inside what I'm talking about if you haven't seen that video. All right, friends, do you see a container right there? Yes. Do you see I have one in there? I put poppy seeds in there, and I use the waste basket to cover it because the squirrels are out and I don't want them go digging in the container. So that's another way you can do it if you do winter sowing, where you just directly put the seeds in a nursery container outside. And if you look to the back there, here's the other one right there, and there's one in the corner over there. Let me see if I can show you. Okay, right there, I can see it right there. So 3 of them I use out there just to protect my plants from the squirrels. And they're also good to use in, I would say, spring when your lilies are coming up. I'm telling you, squirrels love lilies. You can just put them over your lily when you see your lily start to emerge from the ground. Even your tulips, squirrels love to go after those, and it would help to protect them because once they're up, the squirrels don't even bother going after them. So just another tip for you how I use them in the garden. Yes, friends, I strongly recommend you pick them up. I'm telling you, it will save you some headache with the rodents in the garden. Alrighty, and then let me know if you use these for any different purposes. What else? How else do you use them in your garden or around your house besides the traditional way of waste basket? Another product I strongly recommend, I fell in love with this last year, is this citronella incense stick. Yes, friends, for $1.25, and there's 6 pieces in here, friends. I told you guys before, I don't know what happened last year. There was a lot of bugs out, friends, and what I did with these, I lit it right, and then I just stick it in the ground and show you how you could use it. And I put them where I was doing my gardening, and I'm telling you, it made such a huge difference. But because whatever reason, I feel like the bugs were in the grass area. It was the weirdest thing ever. So we'll see this year if I'm having the same issue, but last year was the first time I ever had such a bad issue with bugs coming at me. These really helped. So I got 4 of them, yes, and I'm telling you, I'm probably might go back and get more of them. I only purchased one last year, and then when I was on the 6th one, I'm like, oh my goodness, I went back to dollar store and they did not have any more. So this year I made it my business to pick up at least 4 packs. So we have 24 here. So if you see these, give them a try. Yes, they smell like citronella, but they work really good. And I feel like one alone, it lasted, I don't know, maybe an hour or so. It lasted pretty long. I could be wrong, but it lasted a long period while I was out there. So if you see these, give them a try, pick them up. I just love them. Alrighty, friends, and here we have these 2 cute figurines. They're really heavy, and they're good, decent size. I didn't realize this one has a chip right there, but that's okay. So I have this one here that sits up so cute, and I have the one that's just striking a pose. So how I'm gonna use these, I'm just gonna put them in my planters outside, and I'll use my house plant here for demonstration how I'm gonna use them. So for example, like if this was my planter outside, I'm just gonna tuck it in something like that. Do you see how cute that looks? Yes. And look at Sugar right there. Hi, Sugar. Right over there. Hi. And I'm just going to tuck it right in here because I have large planters outside. And I think they would make such a beautiful, whimsical piece in your planters, right? Something that you don't expect to be in your planter. So that's how I'm going to use these in my outdoor planter. Hello, Sugar. Hey, you good? You good? All right, friends, and how could I not include these? Oh my goodness, I got more seeds. I got more seeds from the dollar store, but you know what? They're 4 packet for $1.25. So I got more California poppy, already sprinkled those outside, and it was perfect timing because the snow came after. Then I picked up some red cherry tomato. I got some cantaloupe. I got some watermelon sugar baby. I love this one. It's so easy to grow. And I got the beet, Detroit dark red beet, and I got squash. I love the squash from the dollar store. Always have great success with them. And I couldn't help it, friends, I got more alyssum. But here's a side note for you. You have to get your seeds now. I'm telling you, when I went back, I think I would say there were only 10% remaining of the veggie seeds and probably 20% of the flower seeds. They were almost empty, okay? They were almost empty. I couldn't believe it. So I'm like, let me grab what I need and don't even think about it, because when I'm ready for it, at least I have it on hand, right? So get your seeds now and don't procrastinate with it. So definitely budget friendly. The seeds from the dollar store, I've had great success with them. I would say if not all, 90-something% of my seeds have germinated in the past. So I strongly recommend picking up the dollar store seeds. They work like a charm. They really do. I really love using their seeds. Alrighty friends, then I picked up 4 of these metal tin containers, and look at that, they have the hook, you can see right there, and they came in different colors. I did the shop with me at dollar store. I'll link the video down for you below if you haven't seen the spring items at the dollar store. But friends, I went back to the dollar store several times after that, and guess what, they were gone with the wind. I'm telling you, we all thinking alike, and they were all purchased. They were gone. So I picked up 4 of these. I don't know exactly where I'm gonna put them, but I know I'll have purposes for them. So I picked them up so that way I don't miss out on getting them, because sometimes, you know, you're like, oh, it's January, it's cold outside, nobody thinking of doing gardening or spring stuff. But what I've learned from the previous years, if you see something, pick it up, because when you're ready for it, guess what, it's not gonna be there. And they have them in the plastic too, and they come in different colors. But I'll link the video down for you below so you can actually see what they have there if you haven't seen the video. Alrighty friends, I think that's all I got from the dollar store, and let me just put in this video other items I got from a few other places. And then friends, I found this at Tractor Supply, and they had it on clearance, right? It was an additional 30% off, so I paid $6 and change for it. But this is Dr. Earth. It says homegrown, organic and natural tomato and veggie and herb fertilizer. So I used Dr. Earth before, but I used it on my rose bush, where it was the one to kill the insects from the rose bushes, where all the ingredients were natural. So you had rosemary oil in there, you had garlic oil, you had peppermint oil, because I don't like using chemicals in my garden. But that one for the rose bushes, when I read the ingredients, they were all natural oils, and it was this same brand. So when I saw this, I just picked it up, and I'll try it and see how it works. So I thought that was a good find for this. It was only $6 and change. Alrighty friends, so there is a store called Ocean State Job Lot. If you have one in your area or you've never heard of them, put your zip code in Google and see if you can see if there's one close to where you live. I strongly recommend them. The planters they have, I love their planters. Their prices are amazing. Okay, so as I said before, it's a combination of Big Lots and Ollie Bargain Center. That's what I think when I think of what kind of store it is, right? So I got the seed starting mix from there. So they had these for $3.50, and it says organic nursery grade blend. And so I picked up 2 bags of these, friends. And as always, when you're starting your seed, you should use seed starting mix, not potting soil. Soil does not have the nutrients to help these tiny seeds jumpstart and create beautiful seedlings, which will then eventually bloom into a veggie or a flower for you. So very important, don't use potting soil when you're starting seeds. So my first time seeing these, and it'll be my first time using these. Normally I use this one here, the Jiffy Natural and Organic Seed Starting Mix, and I love it. So I'm gonna try something new, and I thought the price was really good, $3.50, and see how it works. So once again, don't use potting mix to start your seed. Use your seed starting supply, and let's see what it says here in the ingredients. Always good to look at the ingredients, right? This product is formulated from Canadian sphagnum peat moss, aged forest products, perlite and ground limestone. In Georgia, this product contains 45 to 55% peat moss, aged forest. So it's telling you stuff here. And it says manufactured by Old Castle Lawn and Garden, Atlanta. So I'm thinking this is a local product, friends. Wow, that's good. Always good when you could find products made in the USA, right? So I'm very excited about this one. So I got 2 packs of these. So once again, check out Ocean State Job Lot. I'm telling you, I just love their products, and their prices are amazing, and you find all good goodies there. You really do. All right, friends, another find I found at Home Depot. I'm still in shock, and I picked up 5 of them. I already started using one. So these are from Fairy Moss. They're the 7-pot single 3 inches pot seed starting kit, and you could see right here they come with the container to collect the drainage mess, and these are the ones they come with the biodegradable 3-inch pot. Yes, friends, so I was shocked. Guess how much they were? They were 80 cents at Home Depot. I don't even know why. I was shocked. So they had 5 of them. I picked them up and I took them to the cashier. She's like, yep, they're 80 cents. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get all of them. So I purchased all of them. They only had 5, and I'm so excited about this. This will be great for my squash, my tomatoes, my peppers, and I could just put the little container planter there directly in the ground or in my raised bed, because they're biodegradable and I don't have to worry about anything else, right? And as you can see there, it comes with 1 watertight tray and 7 plantable pots, 3 inches. Look at that. So I hope you get lucky at your Home Depot and see if you can find these on clearance for only 80 cents, friends. Yes, 80 cents. So here's a close-up of what it looks like. And then the plastic here, you get to reuse it for years to come, right? You just have to buy 3 inches these next year whenever you want to use it again. But I really love this. I wish it came with a dome. It doesn't, but that's okay. You could just put plastic over it to help with the condensation. But I really enjoy this. All right, friends, let me take you over in my living room. I have one more item to share with you, which I'm really excited about. So let's go over to the living room section. All right, friends, so this is the corner I have here in the living room. And I love my house plants too, not just garden plants, but I love house plants. But look what I found here from Big Lots. Unfortunately, they're going out of business, and they have great discounts. So their garden stuff, they have them 50% off and additional 10% I think off. And just remember, different areas might carry different prices, right? But check them out. I think it's throughout the US, I'm not sure, but I know the guy said they're closing all the stores as of the end of the month. But anyway, so I went there and I found this 3-tier. I still have the tag on. I just picked it up yesterday. I have this, where is it? It's a 3-tier plant stand, right, friends? $17.98, so it was 50% off, and they will give it additional 10%. So I think I paid maybe $7-8 for it, but I love it so much, and I think I'm gonna go back again and get another one. But it's all connected. This is what it looks like, and it's really well made, and it just helped to get the plants off of the ground, right? And I love that it's staggering the plants, you know, in different layers, right? So this is what it looks like. So I need more because I told you guys I have house plants. This is not just for inside too, friends. This will work perfect for outside, on your patio, on your front porch, on your balcony, wherever, right? And you just get different layers there with your beautiful planters inside or outside. But I just wanted to share this with you. Check out Big Lots and see what garden finds you can find. But I'm really sad they're going out of business, because there's certain things I go there every month to pick up, but sometimes things happen, right? Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one now. Let me know down below what budget friendly items you picked up and where you picked them up from, and take care of yourselves now. See you in the next one. Cheers.